Okay, so I've been messing with some of the animations recently, and it's been kicking my butt a little bit. But so far, this is sort of the movement scheme I have for it. I kind of abandoned what Unreal had because I just didn't really like the way it was handling things. Here's my little animation graph you can check out. How things are going. Go ahead and get rid of this. I actually don't need that anymore. So compile it, save everything. Then here is the blend space for the animations. Now you'll see shortly when I play the animations, there is an issue that I'm going to have to fix outside of the engine, and I'll explain why after I show you what the issue is and why it's happening. So, speed and direction. So, if your speed is 0 and your direction is 0, you're in the idle animation. If your direction is 0, which means you're looking straight ahead, but your speed is 300, you're jogging forward. If your speed is 300, but your direction is either negative 90 or positive 90, then you're jogging to the left or you're jogging to the right. You see it's kind of the same thing, but running forward, running backwards. And then, if your speed is 300, but your direction is 180 or negative 180, then you're going backwards. And then if your direction is 0, your speed is 600, you're sprinting. And of course, I don't have a sprint sideways because you can just look sideways and sprint, but that's not the point. Not the point. So this is sort of the blend mesh here. So let me go ahead and play it, and I'll show you the issue I'm coming across. So we can run backwards. I still haven't fixed the shotgun yet, so just ignore that. Character follows the camera. Everything's nice. You can run around. Everything kind of plays out pretty nice, pretty smooth, not awful. So you can run forward, you can run backwards, you can run to the right, and you can run to the left. You can run front right, you can run back left. But here's where the issue lies. So, before I do it, I'm going to explain why it happens, because it's kind of funny. So, when you're running to the right, you can see that you're actually, you're going forwards. But when you're going to the left, you're backpedaling. You're kind of moonwalking, so to speak. So, as you can imagine, going to the left and going forward blends these two animations together. And if you haven't noticed, the feet are kind of going in opposite directions when that happens. And so it does something like this. Where it's just kind of a little, just a little tap dance across the floor to get where he's going. And that's the only real issue I'm having with this right now, is I've just been fighting with the animation system just to get this little bit that I've got here. Not done anything with jump yet, so it's still just kind of silly. But everything's been going good there. And of course, the rifle and the shotgun, it still works. Just gotta kind of blow out their kneecaps with it. What am I doing? Oh god. Okay. So that's pretty much all I've been working on today, is just getting these animations to work. Because it has been a real pain. And then, okay, something else you can see. So I'll fix that issue as well as this one. You can see, that's not right. And the head's kind of a little shrunk in too, a little bit. But there's a couple issues with the skeleton. Primarily, I can go ahead and show you exactly what it is. So, you would expect the twist to be around the wrist. Yeah, for some reason it's here. It's in the forearm. So that explains that mess. So I'm going to have to fix these issues outside of Blender. I'm going to have to download the model, the mesh and the skeleton, the rig, into... Hopefully I can get into Blender, otherwise I might have to try and download Maya. I don't really know. I've not tried yet. But ideally I'm going to download it to Blender, fix the skeleton, and then I'm going to try and... So in Unreal, all I wanted to do... So, well, oh no, this is what I want. I'll pull this back out now. Alright, go ahead and pull this one back out. So all I wanted to do was animations, raw anim, jog, and it was to the left. All I wanted to do was just mirror, actually no, not this one, wrong one. That would create even more problems. This one, all I wanted to do was mirror this animation where instead of running to the, technically his right, mirror the animation where it'd be running to the left, that way you're moving forwards, not backpedaling. And Unreal has a way to do that. It does have a way to do that, but you would need to create a mirror data table. And the mirror data table can only be used in an animation blueprint, at least that I'm aware of. So all I wanted to do was mirror this one single animation right here, because this is the one throwing everything off. All I wanted to do was mirror this one and put it over here. But since I have to use an animation blueprint to mirror an animation, you can't put blueprints into blend spaces. So there's no way I can mirror just a single animation in a blend space like I'm wanting. There is a plugin I could use, but it's like $50 and I'm not paying for that for one animation. So what I'm going to do is just two birds, one stone. I've got the skeleton and the mesh. I'm going to download it to Blender, fix the skeleton first so there's no more of those weird issues going on. Fix the forearm twist, fix the neck, the back, all that good stuff. And then basically once that's done, I'm going to overwrite the skeleton and the mesh in Unreal. Then I'm going to mirror the skeleton in Blender, and I have already made a secondary skeleton where I can retarget the animation. So if I go back here, get rid of that, player character, mesh. So this is the skeleton I'm currently using. I created a second skeleton that I'm going to overwrite that is the mirror of this one. And so then I can retarget the asset, or retarget the animation, just that one single animation for this skeleton, and then basically use that retargeted animation on this skeleton, and that should mirror it like I'm wanting. If not, I'm probably going to go insane and lose my mind. But that's kind of what I'm working with right now. Hopefully, after I get this animation down, get the jump, the crouch, the firing, and then get all the audio worked in, I'll be able to start building some of the environments. Because I don't feel like that would take too long to get done. Also, of course, I have to improve the enemy AI, do some improvements on that. But so far, it's going about as well as I'd expected it to, getting to learn everything in Unreal. But hey, we'll get it eventually. So yeah, until next time, I'll be in Blender, I guess.